And so it's with my great pleasure I introduce to you the next County Executive of Howard County, Trent Kittleman.
There were three things that ended up being definitive for me. One of them was the way this county has been spending money. Even though we may not be in as dire straits as the state and certainly not as the federal level, our budget has increased 400% over the last 13 years. At the same time, our population was increasing only 29%. And particularly in these economic times, that's just not what I think most people want government to be doing.
We need to focus on fiscal responsibility, and that is my main concern, and that's why I support Trent Kittleman for county executive.
If you've been CEO of 1,700 employees, including 400 police officers, she has the experience. A lawyer, she's been in Washington, she knows the ropes in D.C., she knows the ropes in the state, having been with the Transportation Department, Assistant Secretary and then CEO of the Maryland Transportation Authority. She's been with a major law firm and a small business owner.
One of the things that I intend to do in this campaign is make a very strong effort to change the dialogue. Your question is exactly the one that always comes up. What are you going to cut? And yes, there will have to be cuts, but I think that we need to look at government in a different way and decide that these are the things government must do, and these are the things that we might want to do. And again, just take an entirely different approach to government in general. Government has been our Santa Claus for a long time. Anything anybody wants, go have the government do it. Unfortunately, the government generally doesn't always do it as well as we can do for ourselves, and sometimes takes the incentive away from the people who would do it themselves. So there are a lot of things that I think we can work toward.
Voter registration-wise, it's a county that's 2-1, I think, Democrat. But Republicans have won before, as we know. It's really about the person. It's what the person brings to the table, and it's about what they do in their campaign.
When you have to cut the budget, people can do it. It's understanding that when you have good times, that you have to be able to resist the temptation to fund everything everyone wants, because that will make them vote for you. You have to have the courage to say no. And under the right circumstances, if I'm convinced that it's not the right thing to do, I will say no.